Afternoon Theatre. We present Sidney Taffler as Rosario Kiana and Manning Wilson as Blackjack Jackson in Next Man Through the Door by John Howlett. Next Man Through the Door.
Hello, sir.
Good evening.
A small or a large, sir?
A large, thank you. And for you something?
Oh, it's up. Was it a good game?
Slow and muddy.
Football's better in Italy. That's what they say.
It's many years I have not seen football in Italy.
Cheers, then, and thanks.
Oh, it's okay. Allegria.
He's come! Joe!
I'm here, kid. Keep on the line.
Yeah, he's standing at the bar chatting up the barmaid. Sexy little thing. She wasn't a spade. You still there, Joe? Joe!
I can't keep holding up the receiver talking to you. Bloody cold in this kiosk.
He's drinking!
Now, that's what people go to pubs for, isn't it?
It's full of people in here. What if there's people around?
Streets empty and dark.
You found a good car, Joe?
Never use names on the telephone, kiddo.
Is it fast?
You don't have to worry about cars. You're staying in the pub.
How about when the cops come?
You'll have time to get away.
Hey, looks like he's going to order another drink. Anyone waiting to use that phone?
Cool it, kiddo.
Has Irish got his gun?
I said cool it. Cool it.
Ben? I'm sitting here in the dark.
Shove off, Lily.
You're all right. You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm calling for you in the kitchen. The beef's gone bad.
So take it off the menu.
There's nothing to put in its place.
Haven't you got anything in the shop?
Not meat.
I'll tell him to rub it with a lot of garlic. Nobody will notice.
There was someone on the telephone for you.
Yeah, I took it.
Anything wrong?
Why should there be?
Debts?
What do you mean?
It sounded like Joe Curran. He was trying to pick up on you last week. Did Dad bail you out?
Oh, did he hell?
Suppose you're going playing again tonight?
I can pay it all off with one good run.
Oh, you said that last week and you came back with another 200 on the score. I don't know what Dad'll do if he finds out.
There's nothing much he can do.
He can kick you out.
Yeah, well, you see him try. There'd be nobody to run his little empire for him, would there? No one to keep his hands clean for him.
That's no way to talk.
Well, who does the dirty work? Hey, me and your husband, that's who.
Ron's not complaining.
Your Ron hasn't got the nous to complain.
He's not a big-time dreamer either. Aren't you going up to that kitchen, then?
I'm going out.
What's up with him, love?
Oh, what do you think's up with him? Saturday night, isn't it? He's off playing again.
He's got no money.
I know. Someone's bailing him out, and I'm damn sure it's not Dad. Oh, drop in the kitchen, will you, Ron? Time to mince up that beef with a lot of garlic and herbs.
So long as I don't have to eat it.
Dad's not back, is he?
It's football, isn't it? He'll be drinking.
Another one, sir.
Ah, I think a small one for the road.
You have a long way to go home.
The other side of town.
There you are, sir.
Thank you. You have always lived in London?
Yeah, I was born here.
And your father and your mother?
They come from Trinidad.
Ah.
Even further than Italy. Seems daft to me, leaving Italy to come and live here.
When I come, it was to find work. No one likes to go away from home.
Right now, I'd love it.
Well, I must go. I say good night.
Oh, good night. Oh, thank you for the drink, sir. See you Monday night, then.
Monday?
It's League Cup night, isn't it?
Oh, yes, the replay. Yes, I shall be there. Good night.
He's on his way, Joe.
Steady on. He may be going for a pee.
No, he said good night, raised his hat to the barmaid. He's pushing through the crowd. He's nearly by the door.
You say when.
Now, the next man through the door, Joe. No, hang on, there's someone else. Are you there, Joe?
Oh, Christ's sakes!
What? Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't see you was going out as well.
It's all right.
Here you are. You dropped your stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, what? You been to the match then?
Yeah? Was a pretty lousy game, huh?
2 points is never lousy, man. Huh?
Go on, after you.
Oh, thank you.
You'll break your bleeding neck jumping on a bus like that. Are you all right?
I think so.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
So long as he's not my ghost.
That you, Joe?
We blew it. He's on a number 15 bus going west.
What happened?
Wrong bloke came out the door.
Dead?
Must be. Irish give him both barrels.
It's your mess.
We've been following the bus. We overtook it. And we're waiting for him.
It's your setup, Joe. No result, no payout.
It's going to be more difficult. He knows we're coming. You better tell us who you are in case we have to talk.
You don't call me, Joe. I call you.
I might have to call you. You know more about him than we do.
I've told you all you need to know.
Well, I got your office number, so you got no choice.
This is a call box, Joe, on Euston Station. Have a listen when I've gone.
Hey. Hey, leave us another number. That bus has dropped us. We're on our own, Irish.
Come on. Let's not hang around then. The bus is past. Rosie's not on it no more.
Taxi?
I'm going home, mate. I'm not on hire.
Which way you go?
Camden Town.
You can go by Regent's Park,
Where are you going?
Park Crescent.
Hurry then, the light's changed. I'm not putting it on the meter.
It's all right.
You live in Park Crescent?
No.
You live in London?
Yes.
How long you lived here?
Longer than you drive taxis.
No offence, mate. I like to parlare a bit of Italiano.
So I like to parlare inglese.
They've all come over this year, I reckon, doing their Christmas shopping. There was more Italians than Cockneys in Oxford Street last week. You in catering?
I got a shop and a restaurant.
Ah, we always like to know where to bring people. There's always someone climbs in and says, I want a nice Italian restaurant.
We give no commission.
Blimey, mate, you're not very friendly tonight. Whereabouts are you?
The junction.
Ah, the Blue Grotto or something.
Yes. La Caverna Blue.
Where the roads divide, isn't it? Always beats me how that block's been left out by the developers.
It's left out because I never sell to them.
You own that whole block, do you? With all those alleys and courtyards inside? It's a bleeding gold mine, isn't it?
Gold mine?
The property. Renting rooms and shops and that.
It's more trouble than gold, I think.
Hey, you looking for someone?
Sorry?
Out the back window, you keep turning round.
I wonder if a car follows. A friend, I mean.
There's no one on our tail, mate.
I'm back. Any calls while I've been out?
No, Mr. Baker. The letters to sign are on the table.
Oh, thank you, Amanda.
If you sign them now, I can post them on my way out.
No, they may have to be changed.
Do you want to dictate any more now?
No, that'll be all.
Monday morning, then?
Yes, not here at the office. Who's that?
Just a minute.
Who is it?
It's Mr. Kiana, sir.
Oh, show him in on your way out. Good night, Amanda, and thank you.
Good night, sir.
My dear Sorrow, what on earth brings you here on such an unfriendly evening? You look as though you need a drink.
Rupert, who would someone use for a shooting?
A killing, Sorrow? Heavens, man, I'm your lawyer, not your bodyguard.
Who is there in London who kills for money?
I should hope nobody. Who do you want to get rid of?
I do not do killing, Baker. Not with my hands, not with my men, not with my money.
So who wants to?
This is the question.
You know of someone who's been killed?
I know someone tried to kill me.
You?
They killed the wrong man.
When?
20 minutes ago, a gun from a car.
Have you been to the police?
Police? What they do?
You want me to go to them?
From you, I need money.
My dear Sorrow, it's Saturday evening.
Okay, I find money at home for the weekend.
Is it safe for you to go back home? They could be waiting for you.
Rupert, you help me on Monday.
Of course. There are several things we could do.
I fight for what I got, like always I have done.
Of course, you must.
If something happened to me, everything is in order, right?
We mustn't let anything happen to you.
You look after my children, right? Ben will need a head to think for him. This is why you are my executor. And Lily, she is a woman with a dumb husband.
Look, why don't you hide out somewhere? Let things cool down. I can find your cottage in the country.
What do you think? They can shoot guns at me, I turn the other cheek?
What are you going to do?
I am running, Rupert. Never. I am on the run before. This a new game I have to learn.
Maybe I can help if I know where you are.
I think it's better if no person know. Is bicycle that thing at front door?
Yes, it folds up.
I borrow it.
You are a bike.
Exactly. No one look for Rosie Kiana on a bicycle.
Inspector Jackson, Sergeant.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, Pike. What's it all about?
A shotgun from a car killed a coloured boy. He died before the ambulance got to him.
Who is he?
He lives down Lewisham. Came over for the football. That's what his mother said, anyway.
Uh-huh. Anyone see it?
We've taken 40 statements from people in the pub, but none of them tells us very much. They had the gun and they had the car, and that's about all.
Yeah. Motives?
Nothing that we've found. No one knew him in this neck of the woods.
Right, what have you got on him?
It's down here. Mm-hmm. And that's all we've got so far.
Timmy Allen, bus driver. 25 years old, no crime record, born Jamaica. Yeah. Who kills bus drivers?
Who kills black bus drivers?
Oh, maybe. Who saw this car?
It was someone in the main road, sir. They heard the shot and then the car came out fast. 2 blokes, driver and a man in the back seat.
Yeah, well, he'd have had to been in the back seat with a shotgun, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I suppose so, sir.
Descriptions?
Masks.
All set up nice and careful. It makes cock robbing something of a VIP, doesn't it?
Timmy Allen?
Well, it depends if Timmy Allen was really cock robbing.
Are you taking over, sir?
No, just sniffing around. Now, you carry on. How did he die?
Bled to death on the pavement.
No one helping?
Him crying and everyone watching. Well, that's how we found it.
Poor kid.
Depends why they killed him, sir.
Well, it's a hell of a way to die, Sergeant, whatever the reason. Who's the boss in here?
The publicans in the bar, sir, playing the piano. They seem to call him Chris.
Right, let's meet him. Are you the landlord?
Yeah, that's me, Squire, yes.
Detective Inspector Jackson.
Blimey, you still around? My dad used to talk about you, Blackjack Jackson.
Yeah. It's going to lose you trade, isn't it? This killing.
Well, you must be joking. They'll all be coming to look, won't they? Bloodstains on the pavement.
You didn't know him, then?
No, they're all the same to me. She'd know.
Oh. You were here?
Yeah.
Behind the bar?
Yeah.
Did you know?
I've seen him in here once or twice. Saturdays. Football, I reckon.
Uh-huh. You going to pour me a drink, love?
It's after hours.
Yeah, well, it's all right if I don't pay for it, isn't it?
Yeah, go on. Give him a drink, Sally.
You get a regular crowd in here after football, do you?
We get to know him, yeah.
Someone who came here only on football days?
1 or 2.
Who else besides the black kid?
I don't know. Few from the south of the river.
Yeah, well, we don't open till an hour after the game, so it's only those that hang around.
Are there any other coloured boys?
Well, not exactly. There's a foreign bloke. Sally's posh bloke.
Oh, yeah. Who is he?
I don't know who he is. He comes in after football. An Italian gentleman.
Who raises his hat and says good evening and wears gloves and handkerchiefs in his top pocket. Oh, tip-top style. Wouldn't break eggshells where he walked.
He's nice.
Is he local?
No.
He fancies you, does he?
No. He's just polite, that's all. Old-fashioned.
He was here tonight, was he?
Well, he was gone by the time it happened. Just about then he went, didn't he, Chris?
What? I never saw him.
Yeah, he said goodbye, and I served one other bloke, and then bang.
Oh, yeah? Is that your only telephone here? Someone's been smoking a lot. The floor's covered in butt-ends. You see anyone using it?
Place was too crowded to see anyone over there.
Inspector?
I think you'll find there's drinks on the house, Sergeant Pike.
No, thanks, sir. Not for me. They found the car, sir, halfway up Commercial Road. It seems it was stolen from one of the South Bank car parks. It's being checked by forensic. We've just about finished down here, sir.
Does that mean I can go home?
Italians, Sergeant.
What's that, sir?
Do you think our computer could sort out some Italians? Photographs to show this young lady?
Not bleeding lightly. I'm going home. It's my bedtime.
Who the devil's that? This time of night.
Take it easy, Irish. Yes?
Joe?
Who is it?
Oh, thank God you're at home.
Kid?
I'm at the junction at my dad's place. I've seen him.
Who?
Rosie's up here, just rode in on a bike.
A bicycle?
A push bike. He's rode in the alley by his daughter's shop.
OK, watch him. We're coming up. If he stays at home, we'll have to go for him there.
Hey, his daughter's seen him. She's just coming out.
We're on our way. We're in a blue marina when you see us.
Dad, where have you been?
What are you doing out in the night?
We've been looking for you. What are you doing on a bike?
Where is your brother?
Ben's been out since tea.
I got to see him.
He's always out Saturday nights. What's the matter, Dad?
Go back home.
And where are you going?
For the moment, I sleep no more at home.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you got some money at the shop, I find a nice hotel and treat myself good.
What's happened?
What is it should happen?
You're frightened. Oh, for God's sake, Dad, you've been in hotels before. Every time you're in trouble.
Where is your husband?
Ron's running the arcade. Do you want him?
He has been here all the evening.
Of course.
All of them?
Dad, what's wrong?
Nothing is wrong. Go home now.
Where do we find you?
I come back tomorrow.
Who's chasing you?
Go home. Silly one.
I'll tell Ben you're looking for him.
No. You tell Ben nothing.
Hello, kid.
He's round the corner walking down the street. He'll be going down to the taxi rank.
I hope you know what you're doing this time.
It's darker lower down. He won't be no one to see.
This time we're going to hit him with the car.
If you've picked the right mick for us.
Don't ride me, Irish monkey.
Oh, my, you're a big boy tonight.
Just round the corner.
Hey.
Oh, what's up?
I never killed nobody with a car before. They can take your driving licence away for that.
Here he comes.
Kill the lights. He's keeping on the pavement.
He'll have to cross. Find a pillar box, I reckon.
Seems like he's looking for us.
He's crossing.
Let her go. Hey, he can run, that little old man.
Careful.
I'll get that little sod.
Watch it.
Ah, you've lost him.
Hang on. Big enough to see, wasn't it?
Hey!
Get the hell out of here. Drop me round the corner, I'll follow him.
Get his number! Did you get the number?
Yes.
You see what he's done to my car?
Oh, he's bad driving. Excuse me.
Hey, come back! I need your name! Hey! Hey, you!
You know what time it is?
3 o'clock.
My mum's going to kill me.
Yes, your mum.
I've got to be back in the pub 12 o'clock in the morning.
And me in church at 10:30.
They'd never let you in.
Right, there. Now, that's the last pile. Then you can go home.
Oh, I didn't know there was that many Italians in London. They can't all be villains.
Villains, victims, fugitives.
That's him.
Rosie?
That's never his name.
Are you sure about him? It's nowhere near home for him.
Of course I'm sure. You said he wouldn't get him into trouble.
Masters, a car to take the lady home. And send Sergeant Pike in, will you?
Right away, sir.
I'm not going home in one of your cars.
Well, then you'll have to walk.
He can drop me at the end of the road, can't he?
Well, you tell the driver. He'd do anything for you this time of night.
See him try.
Rosie.
You said it wouldn't hurt him.
You fancy him, do you?
Why'd you call him Rosie?
Well, it used to be his nickname. We're old friends.
You hurt him. I'll never tell you nothing more.
We're here to help you all. Didn't they teach you that at school?
There's a car ready, sir. And the sergeant's here.
Right. Well, thanks for your help, Sally.
Yeah, sure.
Where's she going, sir?
We've found our Italiano, Pike.
This one?
Yeah, Rosie.
Rosie?
He'd have your front teeth taken out if he heard you say it. Rosario Chana.
Chiana, sir. CH is spelled here. H hardens the C in Italian.
It's Chana to me, Sergeant.
Yeah, doesn't look much, does he? The Latin lover gone a bit long in the tooth.
Long just about everywhere, so they say. Had quite a reputation in his time.
And a record?
Oh, a small-time racketeer. Women, fruit machines, rent protection.
Oh, I've never heard of him.
Very tight he is. An old-timer. Even the East End gangs couldn't get through to him.
What's his patch?
Over the river. He has the block down the junction where the two main roads split.
Ah, there's an Italian restaurant off there somewhere.
Yeah, and a shop. That's his front. His daughter runs the shop and his son runs the trattoria.
Trattoria, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant.
You think the shotgun was meant for him?
It's nasty, isn't it? Gang warfare and vendettas.
Bad for statistics. So where do we go from here?
Where does Rosie go from here?
Bathrooms through there, sir. You would like morning tea?
Thank you, no. Tell me, it's true that no one come into the hotel without a desk stop them?
A house rule, sir. We have celebrities who have to be protected from journalists.
No back entrances?
Staff entrance and fire escape are controlled by the porter, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Va a dormir, Saro. Va a dormir. Yes?
Rosie? You're an old man, Rosie.
Who is this?
You can't hide nowhere from us.
You can't come in. No one comes in without a check.
We don't want to come in. We're waiting for you to come out.
I will find who you are. No one put a gun on me.
Was he there?
Yes.
What did he say?
He's frightened.
I think he done the wrong thing. He'll never come out of there if he knows we're waiting.
If he doesn't, you'll have to go in.
Look, it's your job to set this up. I'm just a trigger.
You're being paid a lot of money. You're going to have to earn it, and fast, too. The cops will have this town tight as an old man's kiss once they know we're going for him.
You watch me running for home when they do.
You won't run nowhere, mate. Not until you've done the job. Now, you get off home, kid, and watch the junction. Here, check into this number once every 2 hours.
Whose number is it?
It's my mum.
Your mum?
I got a mum too, pretty boy.
How you getting home, Sonny?
I don't know.
You don't know how to nick a car?
No?
Have to walk, won't you? You'll just about make it for breakfast.
Juliet, control to Sierra 5.
Sierra 5, Jackson.
Masters here, sir. It sounds like they had another go at Rosie during the night. A car tried to run down an old man along the road from the junction. It smashed into a parked car. The owner of the car saw it from his bedroom window and went running outside. He later identified the old man as Rosie Chiana.
Thanks for the news. We'll let you know what happens at the hotel. Over and out.
Didn't waste any time trying again, did they? They're taking a lot of trouble.
Turn left here, Pike. Now, why Rosie? That's what I can't work out. He's so small. That's always been his secret.
I've been reading his files.
He's pretty, isn't he?
He should have been put away 20 years ago.
I suppose so.
Has he been buying time?
Oh, police corruption, Pike. Is that what you're sniffing?
His crimes are down there, sir. Women, machines, and protection.
A left-handed form of human endeavour. It's all black and white to you, isn't it?
He looks black enough to me, sir.
He's well organised, is Rosie. Each time you think you've got him, you turn round to grab him, and he's gone. If you're bent, he gives you money. And if you're straight, he shops someone for you. Either way, he's nailed your foot to the ground.
Give me 10 days, I'll nail him.
We're not exactly trying to nail him at the moment. Anyway, you could say he represents stability. A landmark in the jungle.
The jungle being the regular underworld.
It's a jungle we have to find our way through somehow or other. Right, now turn right here and pull in.
The Aramis? Funny name for a hotel.
It's one of the Three Musketeers. And don't forget to lock the car, Sergeant.
Can I help you, sir?
I have a picture here. I wonder if you could identify one of your guests. Oh, I'm Detective Inspector Jackson, CID. This is my assistant, Detective Sergeant Pike.
It is more usual to telephone first.
Is he here?
He'd have come in late last night.
You want to arrest him?
No, nothing dramatic like that. More of a social call.
Our residents usually meet guests in the lounge.
It's less obtrusive if we go upstairs, isn't it?
Room 117.
Right. Has he had any calls?
We don't keep records of incoming calls.
Come on, laddie, don't make it all difficult. You wouldn't want us to raise our voices, would you?
He had one call just after he checked in.
Thank you.
Look after the residents, don't they?
Oh, they got to do something extra at the prices they charge. Second-grade celebrity dothouse.
How did you know he was here, sir?
Oh, he's been here before. He hides up here when he's in trouble.
117. Be on the first floor, sir.
Now remember, Pike, he hasn't done anything wrong.
You mean we can't prove he's done anything wrong?
Come on.
Who is it?
CID.
What do you want?
Open up, Rosie.
Black Jack.
Inside, I think, Rosie. We don't want to embarrass the management.
What do you want? You want free knock with one of the girls?
At my age, Rosie? It's no use looking at my colleague. Sergeant Pike's a very serious young man. I think he thinks he's going to bust you.
Hello, sonny boy.
Oh, colour TV. You're paying with your credit cards, are you? We'd better have some breakfast, I think. Room service? Room 117 would like breakfast for 3. We have full breakfast, double portions of bacon, eggs, sausages, tomatoes, mushrooms, and fried bread, and a pint of coffee each, and iced grapefruit juice for starters. And the bread to be fried in bacon fat, not marge.
Who'll pay for all this?
You pay, Rosie. It's compensation. I missed match of the day last night, and you kept me from church this morning. Oh, sit down, Pike. You're making him sweat. You look a bit scruffy, Rosie. Not your usual spruce and dapper self. No luggage? Oh, I am surprised they let you in. Are you running away from someone?
I thought Black Jack knows everything.
Are you being offensive?
It's all right, Pike. That's my nickname from Gaslight days.
You got warrant?
I don't need a warrant to talk.
He tried to bust me, this sonny boy?
I bet he tries.
There is no way.
I'll be the judge of that, Mr. Kiana.
Black Jack, he never called my name right in 20 years. You say it right first time.
I get details correct.
Yes. Very crumpled you are, Rosie. I'd say you hadn't undressed all night. Expecting callers, were you?
It does not concern you where or how I sleep.
You concern me 24 hours of the day if there's a carload of trigger chippies trying to pin you. One man's dead already.
I know nothing what you say.
You were in the Green Eagle last night.
Always I drink there after football match.
A black boy was killed on the pavement there about the time you left.
A couple of hours later, they had another go, trying to run you down in a car.
I know.
Hey, nothing of what you say. Yes, I know. Are they watching you now? Who was it called you here last night? Someone telephoned a few minutes after you arrived. They're trying to make you sweat, are they? You're not the sort to panic, Rosie. But you know how easy it is to make mistakes when you get a little scared.
You got big imagination.
Well, we're not averse to helping you.
I don't need your help.
It seems to me, if they're waiting outside and you're sitting in here, there's no move you can make. Did you tell your family where you were hiding? No, I suppose you didn't in the circumstances.
What circumstances?
If somebody's trying to kill you and you don't know who it is, well, it could be anyone, couldn't it? Even family.
My family? You crazy? You know what Italian family is? Not like your miserable homes. We are together. All of us.
Yeah, even your kids. Second-generation Italian, corrupted with English ideas.
I don't talk of my family with you.
There's your Benjamin. Compulsive gambler, isn't he?
Maledetto.
What's he got himself into a mess, eh?
My son got nothing to do with things that happened.
Ah. Finalmente. We agreed that something has been happening.
2 accidents. Not connected. It's unlucky Saturday.
Maybe. Come in. Oh. Now that smells like heaven in early morning. Right, lay it all out for us. Yeah, none of your poisonous pasta in there, Rosie. I tell you what, it makes me feel so good. Me and Pike here will help you after all. Give you some breathing space, eh? Waiter, bring us an ice bucket and a bottle of your most expensive champagne.
Blackjack. Masters, that man's mad. Champagne and a 3-course breakfast. Then he ups and we escort Kiana back here to the yard. And just when I'm thinking that now we can get down to serious interrogation, what happens? He shows him out the back way and fetched him a taxi. Oh, Blackjack. Then I ask him, what about a tail? We don't want to lose him again. So the inspector says, well, go with him if you want, but he'll lose you. He's too good.
Did you go?
I lost him, just like the man said. He dropped the taxi and dived into a gent's, and I went after him. And he turns round and says, you want to pee for me, sonny boy? Right out in front of a crowd. So I went outside and waited for him, didn't I? Felt like a bloody fool.
And?
And he climbed out a window round the back. Ah, by God, I'll nail him.
Bad luck, Sergeant.
How many men have we got on now?
You, me and the boss. The other squad's checking out Timmy Allen down in Lewisham. I'll be finished any time.
When they come back, I want 2 good men on the junction, ears to the ground.
Looking for Rosie?
I'm building a file. I want a case against them.
But
Kiana and his whole setup.
We're on Timmy Allen, Sergeant. Officially, I mean, they're creating upstairs about getting it wrapped up.
Ah, pussyfooting with the darkies, aren't they? Anyway, the 2 cases are connected.
Skin ya.
Blackjack? I'll meet that when it comes.
Why do you think he did let Rosie go?
Oh, damned if I know. I'd give a month's pay to know where he's gone.
Good morning, Sally.
Hello. Not like you to come on a Sunday morning.
You have a drink with me?
Oh, Ta.
Yeah, one for me as well, then?
So, one for the music gentleman also.
He's the landlord.
Many people in here today, landlord.
Well, they've come to see the blood, haven't they?
It's a rough pub.
Well, you'd know more about that than me. You moved away very quick last night.
So, cheers.
Yeah, cheers in Italian. For a celebrity.
I beg your pardon?
She found your picture in the National Gallery.
It was the fuzz. They made me pick out your picture last night. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault.
I didn't like doing it.
I was not concerned in what happened.
No, of course you weren't. You know something? You've been coming in here every other winter Saturday for as long as I've been here, and no one's ever known who you were.
It's not my part of town.
No. I'd be paying you trouble money if it was, wouldn't I?
Lay off, Chris.
What, you think he sells ice cream, do you, love?
40 years ago I sell ice cream. And if a Charlie laugh, I take his teeth out.
Oh, no offence, mate.
First they laugh. And if you do nothing, the next time they turn your barrow over and break you up.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've all got to look after ourselves. Get big enough to turn over the next fella's barrow.
It's good for you you're not in my part of town.
How can it? I've got drinks on the house. I talk too much.
Yes. It's better when you play.
Right, then, what is the gentleman's request?
You have trouble here often?
Not guns.
Fighting on Friday night?
Sometimes.
You are never frightened?
I suppose so.
You have a telephone behind the bar to call the police?
No, only the coin box there.
And your boss, does he have his telephone?
No, he uses the coin box as well.
So, is only one telephone in here?
Yeah.
You remember someone in there last night?
Why?
I remember someone.
You were playing.
Yeah, well, the phone rang, didn't it? I went to answer it, and whoever it was hung up. Then about 10 minutes later, a bloke went in the box to make a call, and I never saw him come out. He could have been in there all the time.
You know who it was?
What, interested, are you?
Have you ever seen him before?
I don't know.
You want money? A $5?
Blimey. You do want to know, don't you?
You tell me what he looked like.
Well, he's a young bloke with fuzzy hair and spotty.
Is not enough.
Yeah, well, he had a donkey jacket with something down the back, you know, a Mickey Mouse or something, and metal studs.
No name?
No, I've never seen him before.
You recognize him if you see him again?
Identify? No, I don't know, mate.
You earn easy money. Goodbye, Sally.
Oh, goodbye. Why didn't you want to help him?
Well, look, it is all trouble if you get mixed up in that sort of thing. You stay out of it if you want to keep your job.
Cool, isn't he? I mean, if there's people after him...
Unpeel him, I expect you find he's frightened sick.
Sally!
Serve the customers, love.
Message from East Ham for transfer to Juliet Control. Rosie Kiana seen entering the Green Eagle 1320. He stayed 5 minutes, picked up a taxi on leaving, and is heading south. Presume back home to the junction. Acknowledge, please.
Dad, you're back. I'm busy in the kitchen. I'll be with you in a minute.
Where's your brother?
He's sleeping.
At this time of day? Last night I come, he's not here. Today I come, he's sleeping.
It's Sunday. He was out all night.
Ben! Ben! It's the one day of the week free for your sister, and she's shut in your kitchen doing your job. And you flat on your bed.
You looking for something?
I not like locked doors.
It's my room.
What about pickups?
Well, the boys have been out doing them.
I want it done strong, no excuses. If someone don't pay, you tell them.
Sure.
Anyone short?
Oh, Costa's only paid off.
So push him.
Well, what's the hassle, Dad?
I want no problems, like you disappearing when I need you.
Well, what about you? You were gone all night without telling anybody where you was. You're still in your posh hotel, are you?
How you know I'm in a hotel?
Well, that's what you told Lily.
How much money the girls take last night?
I wasn't there.
Where you were?
Well, you know damn well where I was.
Playing tables, blowing money.
It's my wage packet, Dan.
Which club you playing?
What business is it of yours?
You work for me.
I'm your son, goddammit. You treat me like a delivery boy.
You run a restaurant. You think this makes you Mr. Big?
I organise the pickups, I organise the women, I run the machines, I run the whole bleeding outfit as a 40 quid a week, 35-year-old delivery boy.
I'm in trouble, Ben. They tried to kill me last night.
Oh, big Sandy joke.
The shooting.
What shooting?
It's all over the newspapers.
What happened?
A shotgun from a car.
You're kidding.
I think they have one man inside to say when I come out.
Inside where?
The pub. They hit the wrong man.
What happened to him?
He's dead. A black boy. I say hello to him, I hold the door for him, bang! Dead.
God.
Then they try later with a car to run me down.
Who are they?
You think I know? I know only one of them.
Who?
The one who is on the telephone in the pub. He must be someone knows me. So it's possible we know him. A young one, fuzzy hair, spotty, and the jacket with Mickey Mouse. Yes, and metal buttons like the motorbike boys.
Oh, studs, metal studs. There must be hundreds of kids around here dressed like that.
He comes from here?
Well, if he knows you, where else do people know you?
You look for this boy for me.
Of course I look, Dad. We'll all start looking. You going to stop here now?
They find me too easy here.
We're all here. You're safe here, Dad.
I will be safe again when I find who it is puts the gun on me. I cannot find him sitting here. Like you can do no job lying on your bed like a pig. You get dressed and go to your kitchen. Your sister, she come with me. Lily! Lily!
Did you find Ben?
We've been talking.
Talking or fighting?
You want to start also to treat your father bad?
Did you find a nice hotel?
Yes. It's a good way to live.
Are we allowed to know where you are?
I changed the hotel. I not know.
Look, if you're in trouble, you've got to tell us, Dad.
No, this wine is like a bad water.
It's Italian.
So it's made of cabbage. You send it back.
It's very cheap. We can buy it for 40p a bottle.
And sell it?
I don't know yet, 60 or 70.
80. The English love the... Now, you come with me, Lily.
Where?
We look for someone. A young man who wears Mickey Mouse on his back, fuzzy hair and spotty. You know someone?
Who is he, this Mickey Mouse bloke? What's he done?
I never say he done something. Where's the van?
Out the back in the courtyard.
I get in the back. You drive. You tell me what you see in the street before you drive off.
It's almost empty. There's a couple of cars down by the pub, and a white Cortina outside the shop. Ron's standing by the arcade, and Isaacs is coming out the barber's. Looks like he's been with one of the girls.
Anyone in the Cortina?
Yeah, someone reading a newspaper. Can't see who it is. Oh, there's a Mini in one of the alleys.
No other cars?
Not this side of the lights.
Okay. We go.
I know someone who wears Mickey Mouse.
Who?
Him in the car there.
I can't see nothing here in the back.
Costa's boy, the one they call the Kid. He drives around in that Mini. He's just driven out the alley by his dad's shop.
You're stopping.
The lights are red. Kid's coming up behind. You can see him out the back window.
He's not wearing nothing that could have Mickey Mouse on the back.
Got fuzzy hair, though. I know I've seen him around in something with a Mickey Mouse.
Turn left. See if he follows.
He's coming.
Go left again, into the alley behind Costa's shop.
Anything wrong? Do you want me to fetch Ron?
When we get there, you wait in the van.
Hey, what you... Oh. It's you. I paid up. I paid your men this morning.
Only half you have paid, Custer.
I'll pay rent, but I'll pay no more protection.
What is this protection? It's a subscription you pay for neighborhood insurance.
Your day's over, Kiana.
A shop can have bad trouble. People not to pay bills, stealing, any kind of trouble. My boys sorted out for you.
Someone went for you Saturday night. It's you who needs protection now, mate.
Who tell you this story?
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. You sure you not know more than someone else? You and your son?
I don't know what you mean.
You pay back this evening, or you have trouble.
Dad, you see anybody come in, Dad?
The boy'll give you trouble if he finds you here.
Oh, your boy. He's a tough, sunny boy, is he?
Dad?
Hello, sunny boy.
Let go of me!
Let go of him. I'll call the police.
Get out, Costa. I talk with your son.
Let go of me, old man.
Who are your friends?
Day's over, Rosie.
Your friends?
My friends are good friends.
You were in the pub. I want to know who put you there.
I know what you're on about.
You will. Out the door. Go on. Get you going.
We're taking me. I'm not going anywhere with you.
Oh, yes, you are. You stay down on the floor. An old man is still strong if he's angry. Are you out in the road?
Turning out now.
Is Ron still by the arcade?
Do you want him?
Pull in by him.
Hello, love.
Dad's in the back.
Costa didn't pay.
He paid half, sir.
If he not pays the full inside this evening, you do something to tell him.
Yes, sir.
You touch my dad, I'll kill you.
You already try, sonny boy, it not work. Let's go, Lily.
Four in the afternoon, already dark. Gloom of glooms.
They're on the move again.
In what direction, Pike?
The Elephant.
Oh, yes, sir. Your chief on the line, Inspector.
Hello?
Jackson?
Sir?
I hope you're not sticking our necks out too far.
What, Rosie?
If he's a target, shouldn't we be sitting on him?
Well, I'm hoping he'll show us the way to whoever's behind the shooting. He can't do that with half a dozen coppers on his tail.
And if they get to him before he gets to them...
Oh, he's an old fox. My money's on him, survival-wise.
It might be more than your money that's on him, Inspector. Timmy Allen's a very bad corpse, and even Rosie's body would be a statistic.
Yes, sir. I'll get on with it, shall I, then?
Trouble, sir?
Statistics, Masters. Where's that van now?
Tower Bridge, turning east.
Do we know who's with him?
His daughter's driving and there's some young bloke in the back with him.
Right, come on, Pike. Let's go down there. Masters, you let us know where he is over the radio.
Yes, sir.
Do we know where he's heading, sir?
Well, back to the pub, I guess.
Well, pubs are still shut, sir.
I don't suppose he's going for the beer, Sergeant.
You're hurting!
I break your arm, you not keep still!
Look, the pub's not open. Oh, it's you again, is it?
2 minutes, I want to talk.
All right, come on in. Sally? It's your gentleman visiting again. She's washing the glasses in the back.
I think you know this Sonny boy.
What, a friend of yours?
Oh, hello.
Good evening. You remember this boy?
Sally didn't see no one.
He is the man in the telephone cabin yesterday.
Were you here yesterday evening?
I never been in this pub before.
Seems to me you've picked the wrong fella.
Sally, you see him in here last night. The Mickey Mouse boy.
Sally didn't see him.
You describe him. The one in the telephone box last night.
I've never seen him before in my life.
You satisfied, old man, and maybe you let me go.
Is this the boy, lady?
I don't know.
Get on back to your work, Sally.
Now let me go.
Oh. Lost your prisoner.
I know where to find him when I want him. Why you change your mind? You want money again?
I have a short memory.
You frightened?
Just careful.
I think the police ask you the same question.
That'll make me even more careful. When I play my piano, mate, I don't see nor hear nothing.
You will hear from me again.
Look, don't you ever set foot in my pub again, right?
Joe, he picked me up.
Who picked you up?
Rosie.
Where is he now?
He took me to the pub.
Letting yourself be pushed around by an old man?
No one recognised me.
Don't want that pub burned down, do they? Where are you now?
In a box down the road. Where were you last night? How did he know about me?
Shouldn't be such a pretty boy, then people wouldn't remember your face.
Yeah, I can see him coming out the pub.
I'll stay with him.
How can I? I haven't got no car or nothing.
How did he come?
In a van with his daughter.
Which way?
Down Commercial Road.
OK. Well, pick them up if they come back the same way.
He's Irish with you.
You get off home and don't be so bleeding frightened. If you lose your nerve, he'll pin you.
He's having a go at my old man and all. He told his boys to put the screws on tonight.
Get off home, kid. He might not be around no more come the night time. Juliet Control receiving.
We missed them at the pub, but we picked up the van turning west out of Greengate. We're coming down into East India Dock Road about 50 yards astern. I think they must have dumped their passenger. I can't see anyone in the back of the van. I presume Rosie's sitting on the floor up front. Now get someone to check out the pub. Find out who was with Rosie. We're catching up on them now.
Oh, hell. That truck's blocked us off.
Right, pull over, round the traffic island, Pike.
Right.
What's happened?
We were held up by a ballast lorry.
Do you want another car, sir?
They're not there. Must have gone left down the side street.
Yeah, the lorry's gone as well. Strikes me they were trying to get away from it. Turn the blower on.
There's another car on the way.
But we've gone left on a parallel.
Any number for the lorry, sir?
No, it was obscured, covered in mud. We're turning left again. We should head them off at the end.
Which street are you in, sir?
I didn't see the name. Somewhere parallel with Cable Street. Right, we're into the street. They turned on. No sign of either vehicle.
There it is, in that yard.
They piled into the wall. Pull up, Sergeant.
Sergeant Pike here. Better have an ambulance and a forensic team.
Rosie!
What's happened, Sarge?
It looks like the lorry has forced the van into the wall and crushed it from behind. Oh, hang on. There's someone there. It's the girl. She looks all right.
Lily! Where's your dad?
Keep away!
Are you all right?
Get away from me!
Where's your father?
Who are you?
Police.
You're too bloody late.
Is he in there?
He'd be dead if he was.
He was with you 10 minutes ago.
He got out.
Did you see who they were?
Didn't see nothing. They had masks.
And they ran off?
I jumped before we hit the wall. By the time I got up, they were off in a car.
Oh, one in the lorry and one in a car?
They were trying to kill us. They were trying to kill him, Ben. That's what it was last night at the pub, that shooting.
Well, why did you let him go off on his own, then?
Oh, he'd been dead with me. The back of the van was all smashed in. 2 of them there were. Lorry and a car.
They forced me off the road into a wall.
And you say Dad had Costa's boy with him?
Only as far as the pub.
Did you go in with them?
No, he told me to stay in the van. When he got back and Costa's boy wasn't with him, I said, it wasn't him then. Dad said everyone's too frightened to talk.
Those were his words.
Everyone's too frightened, he said. Who can it be, Ben, to have got everyone so frightened?
One of the Gerrard Street mob, maybe.
Dad's never been anywhere near drugs.
No, but he's kept him out of this area, hasn't he? I mean, each time they've tried to open a shop or a chow house, he's given them the frighteners. He's been making that mistake too often, Lily. You have to go in with the people that are that strong.
Sound as though you think you could run things better.
Maybe.
And you'd want to?
Of course I would. I'm 35, Lily. And he's an old man.
He couldn't run things here without you, he knows that. Oh, you should have got out, Ben. You should have got off on your own 10 years ago.
Doing what? Selling ice cream?
You had good schooling. You'd have done anything you wanted. Surveyor you were going to be. You were going to go off and make maps in unknown parts of the world. I don't remember, do you? In love with life in them days, doing everything.
I stayed because he wanted me to stay.
You think Dad didn't want you to make something of yourself? That's why he treats you rough now. He's got no respect for you.
Why didn't you get out?
Because I thought you were going. Someone had to stay with Dad.
So I screwed up both our lives then.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't happy. Got the shop, got a family.
Yeah, you could have done better than Ron if you'd gone away from here.
Ron's all right, as long as he stays out in the nick.
You won't lose, Lily. I mean, if something goes wrong, there'll be money for you.
Are things going to go wrong, Ben?
Whatever happens, Go, you'll be all right.
You know what's going to happen, don't you?
Of course I don't know.
Does Dad know?
I don't know what Dad knows.
He's all on his own now.
What happened after the pub? Where was he going?
I don't know. He made me drive round till we found a really dark street. Then he got out and told me to go home.
Good evening.
Oh, holy blimey, you gave me a fright. Hiding in dark doorways.
I beg your pardon. I wait for you all evening. I must ask you about that boy.
Chris didn't want me to say nothing.
He can't know if we meet and talk here.
Well, the police come after you left.
What did he tell them?
Same as for you. Nothing.
It was him, that boy.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because you are frightened, you don't know. I am also frightened.
They say that black boy was a mistake. They say it's you they're trying to kill, whoever it is.
So it appears.
Who are they?
I know nothing. It's why I asked you if that boy was at the telephone last night.
It was Chris what saw him.
But he was lying this evening when I asked him.
Yeah, I reckon he was.
You're not sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. That bloke was in the pub last night. I didn't see him on the phone, but I know he had a couple of beers. Why does he want to kill you?
I'm not a good man. Not a very nice man. I make enemies. I think there is 100 men who would like to kill me.
Have you ever killed anyone?
No.
So what do you do?
I have a shop and a restaurant.
That's not dangerous, is it? Well, not for a gentleman.
It's very easy to be a gentleman. Come in here.
Oh, it's only a car.
Come in the doorway so they don't see us.
You think they're looking for you?
All evening they look for me.
What are you going to do?
For the moment, I do not know. I'm no more sure what to do.
I have to get home now.
Yes, I not keep you. Thank you for your help.
Well, where are you going to go? We only got 2 rooms, me and me mum, and one of them's a kitchen.
I give you a tenner to stay in your kitchen tonight.
10 quid? You could hire a taxi home for that much.
Home is the first place they look for me.
Where did you sleep last night?
Hotel. Everybody find me. Well, I walk you home even if we say goodnight. A lady should not be alone in the streets so late at night.
It's only 10 yards round the corner.
You are not afraid here?
No.
I would be afraid. When I do not know who lives in every house, behind every door and window, then I'm afraid. I came from a village when I was a young boy. In the village, I know everyone. Do you know everyone here?
I used to, before they pulled the street down. They only left us standing because of the laundry downstairs.
They tried to buy me out, all my houses, to pull them down, to build sky castles.
That's it.
Oh, it's a palace.
Only a laundry.
So, I say good night.
Yeah. Well, you'd better come in if you know where to go.
This is the kitchen.
You don't have to whisper.
Is your mother not sleeping?
Oh, Mum. That's where Mum lives.
The basket?
Mum's a sort of joke. It's me cat. I'll tell everyone I'm going home to me Mum. Keeps most people away, see? Makes it easier to choose who I want to invite back with me, doesn't it? She used to live here, in Mum. You want a coffee?
Thank you, no.
You had something to eat tonight?
Fish and chips from a van.
Yeah, I could smell them on you.
I think I am a little untidy. All day I am without a change.
Oh, don't worry me, mate.
I am all right in here if you want to go to bed.
To our chairs?
It's all right.
Well, you'll have to stay in here while I undress. I'm not having you watching.
Oh, yes, of course.
There's a light?
Yes.
Shut the door, then. That's where my family comes from, the picture on the wall.
You ever been back?
Once, when my grandfather died.
It's like an island.
It is an island.
I mean like a story island, a desert island. Hot sun and blue sea.
Yeah, you'll never guess what happened to me when I went back.
No?
I got sunburned.
And what color that make you?
Green. Really? It did something to me. They told me I'd have to live back in England forevermore. Do you believe me?
I do not know.
It's all true. Not that I mind, living in England. I mean, it didn't feel it was home while I was back there. Do you feel it's home when you're back in Italy?
In a way, yes. In a way, no.
Do you get homesick?
I do not know.
I do. Only I never know what I'm homesick for.
The picture is your father?
Yeah.
A soldier?
In the war. He died for the flag.
I'm sorry.
It's another bleeding lie. He was run over by a number 69 bus in Silvertown, drunk as two penguins.
It's like a bomb when you laugh.
Frightening, isn't it?
It makes you into a different person.
Yeah, black and green.
Like the colours in the picture of your island.
You know, I enjoy talking to you.
Yes?
I bet you can talk a lot.
I think I never talk.
Has the cat come in?
No.
Shut the window then, she's hunting.
On the roof?
Oh, it's an acre of roof over the laundry. All ups and downs and ins and outs. Like a jungle.
I can see across the river out here.
You can see anything in the night. It's all mysterious. You want to see it by day, makes you want to draw the curtains. Look, you can't sleep in here. You'll have to sleep in my room.
I sleep anywhere, like a soldier.
You've never been a soldier.
No.
If you don't want the bed, you can sleep on the floor. There's a good carpet. Anyway, it's bleeding cold in here. I won't get no rest if I'm worrying about you. You want to sleep on the floor? I'll give you a blanket.
I would like to sleep with you.
Not with those dirty clothes on, you won't.
No. And I not undress with you watching.
There. Now it's dark.
Turn her round. We'll be out in Dagenham if you go any further.
It's too bloody cool for anyone to be on the streets.
It's around here somewhere. In a shop doorway or a building site.
Or some bird's nice warm bed. How to get that heater working?
Limousine you want, don't you? You nick it next time, then you can take it back to the owner and tell him what's wrong with it.
He must have gone to that pub and put the screws on. No. That's where he went with the kid. They might know where he's hiding.
Fuzz'll have that place staked out for a week or more.
Why did that old man go back there?
Because he's tracking you down, Irish, that's why. We're tracking him and he's tracking us.
And the law's tracking both of us.
Fuzz has lost both of us.
Too sure he is, yeah. This whole caper's got a smell about it.
You keep your smells to yourself.
What's the time?
2:30.
2:30 Monday morning. Enough to make anyone ill.
That's the second time we've seen that car up there.
Where?
The Cortina. Turn left.
And where we going?
Pull in. We'll sit tight for half hour. That's the same car the Fuzz had outside the hotel this morning.
Hello, Masters. I'm jacking it in. Rosie's disappeared off the map. Knowing him, I dare say he's made himself comfortable somewhere. And make sure his picture is circulated tomorrow morning. All the local stations.
Yes.
Anything else happened?
Mr. Baker called, asking to speak with you or Sergeant Pike.
Baker? Oh, Rosie's lawyer's called Baker.
That's the one, sir. Making inquiries on behalf of his client, he said.
Uh-huh.
Safeguarding Mr. Iana's interests.
What was he after?
Well, he asked a lot of roundabout questions, but I reckon he was trying to find out where Rosie was hiding. Isn't he the Baker of that property case the fraud squad got knotted up in?
Yeah, that's him. A very clever lawyer. Never takes on anything he knows he can't win.
Your chief called down as well, sir. He was very concerned.
Oh, the Home Office on his back?
Race relations, I think, sir.
What time was it that Baker called?
About 1 o'clock, sir.
A double bluff.
Beg pardon, sir?
First thing in the morning, see if you can get the district valuer to put a price on Rosie's property, the block on the junction.
Think someone's after it?
Oh, it'll be very respectable, but pitch a figure high enough, it turns into a motive. You had any kip?
I've a relief coming in, sir.
Right, well, you can turn this voice box off now. Open it up again at 7.
Sergeant Pike wanted a central control kept open, sir.
Well, he'll have to learn to look after himself, won't he? Plug him into the switchboard, he can talk to the girls. What's he doing, anyhow?
He's at the junction, sir.
Yeah, like a pig after truffles. Hey, there's nothing happening there, is there?
He said there was no movement. There's some lights still on, that's all. No one seems to have gone to bed, he said.
Well, I suppose we ought to wish him luck in his lonely...
Isn't anyone going to bed? You're going out, you two, aren't you? Ron?
I don't know, love. I'm not the boss.
Ben? No, I don't think anyone should go outside tonight, not with Dad away. He might not want it.
It's something he wants done, isn't it?
What is?
Get upstairs, girl. You've never had to know...
Get scared of the Fuzz.
And you're not scared?
If they want you, they'll take you. It don't make much difference what you do or what you don't do.
We'll be careful, love. We're only off to break a window or two. Then we can talk to him tomorrow and he'll pay.
Oh, it's not Dad's style. He'd spend a week thinking, working things out before leaning on anyone.
We're off balance, aren't we? We got to act tough.
What's that meant to mean?
They had a go at him last night, didn't they? If we start backing off now, everybody's going to turn on us. They can smell it if you start to get scared.
And if the law's watching?
No one will see us, girl.
Maybe not. But every half brick you throw will have our name on it. What if Costa don't scare no more? What if he's mixed up in what happened last night?
That old idiot? Don't make me laugh, love.
He could go to the police.
And pigs will fly. That he's got a shop load full of graft and goodies.
Do it tomorrow night.
Shut it, Lily. Get up there, Ron. Round the back. I'll cover the other side and meet you.
Ron! Call him back, Ben. There's been cops there all day.
There's nothing we can do about it anymore.
You make it sound like we're finished.
We are finished, Lily. As soon as that shotgun was fired, it was all over. We're not in that league.
You've been acting like you knew it was all going to happen.
What's that meant to mean?
Nothing. I don't know.
You'll be all right, Lily?
What? Were you two creeping round out there with a hat full of bricks?
That's our league, love. Small and nasty.
Kid! Kid! Keep still, Dad. There's nothing we can do.
You said they wouldn't come, you young fool.
I wish they hadn't.
All 3 windows. You know how much that'll cost me. It'll cost me more than the £20 I could have paid them.
We're not paying nothing more than none of them.
And when Rosie comes tomorrow, what'll I tell you?
Rosie will be dead this time tomorrow.
You're talking rubbish.
Look!
Yesterday you tell me Rosie won't be back no more. And today he walks in. Now you say he's dying. And you know what? Tomorrow he'll walk in and raise the sum another 20 quid.
No, he won't.
Tomorrow for your games we're going to have to pay 60.
Shut up a minute.
Are they still out there? Who's that?
I don't know, but he's coming here.
It's them coming back.
No, it's not one of Rosie's men. I'm off.
Where you going?
Look, I'm not here. I haven't been here. I'm never here. Got it?
Mr. Coster?
Who are you?
Yeah, this is dangerous. It'll all have to be picked out.
Do I know you?
Not until now. Yeah, it's a mess, isn't it?
You're the police?
Detective Sergeant Pike.
You have a card?
Here. Yeah, it'll be cold in here tomorrow. Wet if it snows. Forget to pay your sub, did you?
the kids. Kids from round here.
And you don't know them, eh?
Just school kids with nothing to do.
And you'll have to board it up, or you'll get looted.
I'll be sleeping in here tonight.
You'll die of cold.
Tomorrow I'll put in new glass.
And the mob will call back, won't they? Parley, is it? First a bit of aggro, then persuasion.
You're talking Dutch.
A helping hand, Coster. You need it, and I need it. And with the mechanical aid of a little tape recorder, that's what we can give each other.
Oh, where are you?
At the window.
Oh, you don't sleep much, do you? You watching the stars? There's nothing down there. Street's empty.
There is a car has been driving around. I hear it. Round in a circle in different streets.
You'll catch cold like that. I don't even know what to call you, do I? That cop called you Rosie.
Sorrow. They call me when I'm a child.
Sorrow. Sorrow it is, then. Come back to bed.
It is easy to forget things in your bed.
So, you should be happy. I was happy. I'll make you forget. You make me remember.
You have lived with a man?
Not really. Week here and there. Month once. Yeah, a month and 10 days. Yeah, I lived with him.
You went away?
I went away. It was his place. No one stops here for long. I don't like that. Don't know where I am if anyone stops here too long.
So, you must tell me when it is my turn to leave.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean you. Not yet, anyway. I told you. You make me remember things. Oh, you are cold, you know.
The car come again. You hear?
I wouldn't know what to do if I was you. I'd be so scared.
I think I do not know either. 2 hours ago I was fighting them. Now? You see what it is to make love. It changes a man's instinct.
You said it made you forget.
For a while. Then you see everything cold and clear. Now I do not want to remember nothing. If someone want to kill me, it's better to go away.
Go where?
Italy.
Back to your village?
Oh, no. To some holiday place to live quietly. Maybe you come with me.
I'll be no good to you. I'm too conspicuous.
It's a strange way to decide to change a life.
You or me?
Me. Looking out of this window in the dark and shivering with the cold.
Have you decided?
There is the car coming.
They won't never find you here. No one knows this place. Even Chris at the pub don't know where I live. Only time he ever walked me home, I went to my girlfriend's mum.
Clever girl.
Put your arm round me.
You are also cold.
So, come to bed.
They come down the road this time. You have good eyes?
A light-coloured Mini.
No number?
I can't see it.
No matter. It will be a stolen one.
Come on.
What is down there, in the yard behind the gate?
Where the laundry vans load and unload.
There are many vans?
Oh, hundreds. All over London they go. Hotels, restaurants, roller towels for offices.
The baskets are all labelled?
Yeah.
You know a lot about them.
Used to work there, didn't I? I know what you're thinking.
Shh. I take you to bed again. You are a good girl.
West Central to Juliet. Reference Rosie Kiana. A disturbance in Chancery Lane. 2 men fighting. The driver of a laundry van and an old man fighting together. The old man was found by the driver hiding in the back of the van. He later identified him from a photograph as Rosie Kiana. Kiana disappeared on arrival of police in the direction of Lincoln's Inn. Message timed at 09:30.
Dear sorrow, thank heaven you're still in one piece. Amanda, bring us some coffee, dear. I have some money for you. Not much, I'm afraid. Your deposits are very low.
A change in my mind.
About the money?
About everything. It's time to finish everything.
You're selling up.
It's your job to sell for me.
I thought nothing would ever bring you to the point of selling.
You have thought about it then?
As your lawyer, it's my job to think for you. You want to sell the property?
Is nothing else to sell?
It'll take a long time.
Very quick and easy if I sell to you.
What would I do with it?
You are my executor. What would you have done if I am dead?
Well, sell on behalf of your son and daughter.
So, now you buy from me and sell on your own behalf.
And your family?
I look after them.
They're very old houses. I'm not sure they're worth very much.
10 times in the last 3 years the developers come to buy.
Yes, of course, as a site. But it'll take a long time to explore the best avenues.
I have no time to explore, Rupert. Is your chance to gamble.
How much do you want?
You tell me.
35, 40,000. One couldn't be confident of more.
So you will give me 70.
70? What if I lose on the deal?
You have never lost in your life.
I can't risk that kind of money.
65.
It's still
in cash.
Too much.
This evening.
I can't raise that kind of money so quickly.
We meet tonight at the football.
What football?
Upton Park. 5 minutes after kickoff, under the stand on the dressing room side. You bring the money, the contract, and my son.
Benjamin?
You tell him nobody else. Only Benjamin.
Coffee, sir.
I see myself out. It's all right.
Give me an outside line.
It is switched through, sir.
Oh. Mr. King.
He's in conference, sir.
Tell him it's Baker. He's expecting a call from me. Baker.
Oh, yes, sir. You're through?
Yes, Baker.
The site is acquired.
How much?
120,000.
In whose name?
In my name, but I need an advance.
How much?
65 in cash.
At 25%. The percentage comes off the final price.
Naturally.
So our lawyers, then.
Wow. Is that how it works?
Thank you, Amanda.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'd like to speak to Joe, please.
He ain't here.
It's extremely important. When's he coming back?
I dunno.
Doesn't he call in for messages?
Not Mondays.
See, this is a very important message. Tell Joe from the man at Euston Station that everything stops. Payment as arranged, but everything stops.
Well, he never calls in Mondays.
Well, if he happens to call in, you do have the message.
Juliet Control.
Okay, this is Jackson.
Rose is crossed over and he's walking north into Bloomsbury.
Turn north, driver. Right, message received.
There's been another communication from Baker. He's getting rather hysterical about the safety of his client. And there's a report on Rose's property. There's outline planning permission for a business and shopping complex. The site value would be very high.
Okay. We've seen Rosie. Over and out. Right, driver, pull in beside him, then wait for me round the corner. Hello, Rosie.
Oh, it's you. Persecution, Blackjack. I called my lawyer.
You trust him, do you?
I trust no one, especially not you.
You haven't been very helpful, Rosie.
Who needs the help?
I need the Timmy Allen killers.
If I am still running, it means I not find them.
Where are you hiding?
Here in the streets.
No more games, Rosie. You have to tell me everywhere you are every minute of the day.
And if I decide no?
We run you in for assault.
Assault?
The laundry van driver.
He loses his temper. He's self-defense.
The car's waiting round the corner, Rosie.
Okay. I hide now in the museum. 45 years I am in London, and I never go to the British Museum. It's a disgrace.
What happens when the museum closes?
Tonight I go to the football.
Who knows you're going there?
My lawyer and my son. My son, I trust.
Yeah. That's it, Rosie. The family that prays together stays together.
Why the football? He knows you hate football.
What better reason?
It means he's not coming home for a while, doesn't it?
Could mean anything.
Maybe he's going to hide up till it all blows over.
Ben, someone to see you.
I'm too busy.
It's Joe Curran.
What's he want?
Better find out.
Hello, Benjamin.
I haven't got it yet.
You were playing again Saturday. You're into four figures.
Someone's been leaning on the firm. It's been a difficult weekend. I've had no chance to talk about it.
Your daddy's in trouble.
I'm seeing him tonight.
Why don't I speak to him now and tell him what I want?
He's not here.
He's coming back, though, isn't he?
He's not here.
You said you were meeting him tonight?
Not here.
So where? You've been stalling payments for 2 months with hard luck stories. Now here's a new one. A secret meeting with your old man when you both live in the same house.
I told you he's in trouble.
So where are you meeting him? So long as we know you are meeting, we're not going to push things.
Tonight's football.
Thank you, Benji.
Are you mad?
You been listening?
You just told the whole of London exactly where and when to find Dad.
He's just a heavy, picking up gambling debts.
Sometimes I wonder if you're being too clever. Because if you're not being clever, you're just plain thick.
What's that meant to mean?
It means get hold of Dad and cancel tonight.
I can't get hold of him, Lily. I don't know where he is. Anyway, I'll be there. I can look after him.
If you're not all in the nick by then.
Trouble, Mr. Costa. So many broken windows.
Thank you, Mrs. Williams. It'll be delivered tomorrow.
Trouble is bad.
Schoolboys, Mrs. Williams.
Schoolboys.
A good day, Mrs. Williams.
Bye, Mr. Costa.
Bloody chit-chatter. Send the television, Mr. Costa. Television packed up all weekend, Mr. Costa.
Hello, Costa.
Get out of my shop.
Someone broken your windows?
No, they climbed out the frame and walked away.
You can't hide under the counter.
I'm switching on the heat.
You'll need more than heat.
You want to buy a television?
That's not the intention.
So you're wasting my time?
Money, Costa. You owe the boss 20 quid.
Money for what?
For no more broken windows.
So you say you broke 'em?
Next time it won't just be windows.
What'll you do next time?
I'll do you next time, mate. A broken arm or broken fingers. You can't fiddle your soldering iron in a plaster cast.
Is that what the boss says?
That's what Ben says.
Well, what's he threatening me for?
You're not paying your sub.
I paid 20 quid yesterday.
Rent, not sub. Rent is rent. Sub is security. I'll be back, Costa.
Sergeant Pike?
Sergeant, this is Costa.
Oh, yes?
Listen to this.
Next time it won't just be windows.
What'll you do next time?
I'll do you next time, mate. A broken arm or broken fingers. You can't fiddle your soldering iron in a plaster cast.
Young lady to see you, sir.
Hello, Blackjack.
Hello, Lily. What brings you to my castle?
You're Mr. Pike's running my run.
Nothing I can do about that.
If he picks up Ben as well, there'll be no one to look after Dad.
He needs looking after, does he?
You know what's happening better than I do.
Have you got something to tell me, Lily?
I don't want my Ron in the nick.
No bargains. That's Sergeant Pike's private war. If you've got something to help your dad, you better tell me.
Who's after him?
We don't know, Lily.
He might be in trouble at the football tonight. A bloke called Joe Curran knows he's going to be there.
Joe's after him?
I don't know, but I know he came up to see Ben to get something out of him.
What about Ben?
What about him?
Is he setting your dad up?
You don't believe that.
Do you?
That's just sick. Card drunk. He walked into it.
I hope you're right.
Why should you hope so?
Well, I still believe in happy families. Have you got kids, Lily?
Yeah, 2.
Well, shut up shop and take them out of town. Free counsel from an old fox.
That's what Dad used to call you.
Yes, it was reciprocal. Now we're both 10 years too old.
Why do I have to get out of town?
Things could go wrong.
The teams are out on the pitch, sir.
No sign of Rosie?
No. And Joe Curran's still where he was, up in the terrace.
Alone?
Looks like it. Difficult to tell in the crowd.
Am I renegade sergeant?
Still no sign of him. Yes, hello. Masters. It's the super for you, sir.
Right. Yes, Chief?
How many men have you got?
We've got 10 plainclothes, and we've been lent another 10 of the local uniform branch.
It's the Trigger boys we want now. Forget the real villains. Timmy Allen's killers I want, and that's an order.
We're all after them, sir.
From what I heard, you spent half the day trying to cook up some property fraud.
Well, the fraud's there, sir. It'll just never be proved. Normal business practice, I expect they'll tell me. A left-handed form of human endeavour.
What's that?
Oh, it's a line out of an old film, sir.
Sergeant Pike has been rounding up Kiana's mob at the junction.
Well, he'd better have a case.
And you'd better deliver those Trigger men.
Yes, right. Yes.
I'm on my way down to the ground.
Rosie's been spotted, sir. And they're about to kick off.
Well, let's go outside where we can see something.
I'm getting something on the walkie-talkie. There's crowd trouble on the far end terrace.
Oh, hell.
They're taking our uniform cover away. End terrace is where Joe Curran was.
I expect he's set this up.
I can see Rosie, sir. Coming down the steps, moving under the stand. Just a minute, sir. Yes. Roger. Benjamin's in the ground and Pike's after him.
Now try and stop Pike. We need Ben to look after his dad. And keep track of Joe Curran. Remember, whatever they do, it's going to be careful, that's for sure. We've got to get out of the ground afterwards.
Oh, it looks like Sergeant Pike's arrested Benson.
Benjamin Kiana.
Get out of my way!
Sergeant Pike, CID, I'm running you in.
You've got to let me get to my dad. He's walking into an ambush.
Try it again, Sam.
Look, I'll come back to you. I'll give yourself up. Give me 10 minutes. I'll plead bloody guilty. Honest, I will.
Can you let him go for a couple of minutes, Sergeant?
Benjamin Kiana, do you wish to say anything in answer to the charge on this warrant?
Where were you meeting, Ben?
By the dressing room.
I'm not obliged to say anything, but whatever you do say will be taken down in writing and maybe used as evidence.
Inspector Jackson! By the dressing room!
Right! Rosie! Get out of it! You've been set up! Rosie, I'm up here! Get out of it! Oh, God! Rosie. Rosie, hold it together, Rosie.
Where the hell did he come from?
Get an ambulance. Right, now, pull it tight. Stop the blood.
Was Ben? Was it my Ben?
No, not Ben, Rosie.
Blackjack. You not look after me so good. This a time.
You set the wrong ambush, Rosie.
Let me through. Let me through. I'm his lawyer. Inspector, this is an outrage.
Too late.
Sorry, it's me. I'm here. Inspector, you were specifically warned about the extreme danger my client was in. You shall hear more of this, Inspector.
Yes, I expect I shall, sir.
Ambulance is here, sir.
It's too late.
It was from outside the grounds, sir. A double-decker bus driven in where the team coaches park. It seems the shot was fired from upstairs on the bus. Whoever it was, he must have got away in a car. We've picked up Joe Curran and there's nothing on him. He wasn't even carrying a gun. We could try and knock something out of him.
Oh, Joe Curran won't talk. He used a pro.
Super's all right.
Well, you talk to him. You'll have my resignation in the morning.
Resignation?
Masters, you want to do something worthwhile?
Sir?
That pinstripe gentleman lamenting over the body. That is Mr. Baker. Rupert Baker. You'll find his thin black briefcase full of money from one of the great financial institutions of the land. Money and an unsigned contract.
Is there a charge, sir? Do you want me to charge him?
No. Kick him in the teeth and run off with the money. It's the rules of the game.